traditional print journalism has been drying up on the vine. Starting October 1st, New Orleans is the first big major U.S. city to no longer have a daily newspaper. The decision is not sitting well with the citizens or business leaders there. Sean Callebs here joins me live on the set, and this is a topic near and dear to all of us.
Yeah, without question. And New Orleanians, I can tell you, do not like this one little bit. They are lashing out at the newspaper owners, urging local businesses to spend their advertising dollars elsewhere. There are buyers out there for the newspaper who want to keep delivering the news 7 days a week. But the current owners are digging in their heels. And it begs the question, is this the future for newspapers? When Katrina unleashed its worst on New Orleans and hundreds of thousands were displaced, one source emerged as a beacon, the city's daily newspaper.
When we evacuated New York. And I tried to get the time-pequene just because I wanted something in my hand that was home.
Its reporters were rewarded with 2 Pulitzers, the highest print journalism award, and perhaps more importantly, respect from grateful residents like shop owner Florecita Rivera.
To us, it means, you know, a history. It's not just a connection, it's also historical.
Now, after publishing for 175 years, the unthinkable for the community. The Times-Picayune owners plan to scrap daily publication October 1st and provide a newspaper just 3 days a week. Our repeated calls to the paper went unanswered. Times-Picayune investigative reporter David Hammer said the workplace was like a morgue when news broke.
In spite of all of the recovery that we've accomplished and all that looks good on the horizon, this was a real punch to the gut for the community.
The Times-Picayune is as much a part of New Orleans as the French Quarter, jazz, or the food that brings tourists to this city. And a lot of people here are upset with the newspaper's plans. They don't like the thought of being the first major city in the United States without a daily newspaper. The Newhouse family, owners of the Time-Picayune and prestigious big circulation U.S. magazines like The New Yorker and Vanity Fair, say they will still provide New Orleans a daily dose of news on the website NOLA.com.
And it would be one thing if NOLA.com were worth a damn, but it's horrible.
And that is about the nicest thing co-owner of the city's weekly alternative paper called Gambit has to say about losing the daily. He says nationwide, the newspaper community is watching how this plays out, and other cities could follow. But
I think the circulation is going to drop precipitously. And I believe their advertising is going to drop precipitously. What I don't understand is why the Newhouse family won't just sell the paper. Apparently, they're driven totally by the bottom line. That's the only thing they care about.
Business, political, and community leaders banded together in an open letter to the owners, offered to buy the paper to preserve a daily newspaper for New Orleans. The Newhouse family called it noise.
It was very tough, you know.
David Hammer has accepted a new job and will be doing investigative work for a local TV station. Huge numbers of people at the paper are left without jobs, and Hammer knows newspapers are giving way to the internet.
I was only there 6 years, not even, but I feel like I've been there forever because it's my hometown paper and I care about it so much and I care about this city.
New Orleans is not the only major city that's losing newspapers. There's rumors of other cities as well. And for a lot of our viewers, they don't understand that for a lot of these old school type newspapers, they get a lot of their advertising revenues from the classified, which now a lot of it has gone on eBay. So they've lost a major part of their revenues. And as they keep raising the prices for newspapers, they're also losing a lot of subscribers. If that's the dilemma, what's next for print journalism?
Well, I think that we are seeing the future. The circulation has gone from about 250,000 to about 126,000 in that city. It's tough. And a lot of people are saying, look, we'll pay more for a paper, we'll bolster the advertising, but is that going to be enough? You know, the people who said they don't like this change keep going to their iPhone, go to their iPad, something, and they can read the latest news online. So while they say, give me my paper, at the same time they're saying, hang on a minute, I'll talk to you in a second.
Yeah, we do this as well because we want the news, but we want it free.
Yeah, well, you know what? You may get it, but only online.
All right.